Good morning, students. Welcome back. Today we'll begin the poem A Tiger in the Zoo. As the name suggests, it's a tiger, but in the zoo. It's written by Leslie Norris. The poet is Leslie Norris. This poem, there's a contrast of the tiger in the zoo and the tiger in the natural habitat. There is a lot of difference between the tiger which is in the zoo and the tiger which is free in the nature. The poem, there are 5 paragraphs. It begins with the explanation of the tiger in the jungle and then comes back from zoo to jungle and then back again to the zoo. We will begin with the first paragraph. He stalks in the vivid stripes. We can understand the stripes of the tiger. Vivid means bright. The few steps of his cage means he is moving. He is in a cage. He cannot roam much, so he is moving here and there in the cage. On pads of velvet, quiet. Pads of velvet, quiet. In his feet, in his quiet rage. In his quiet rage. Rage means anger. Means here the appearance of the tiger is given in the first paragraph. His movement, that he is moving up and down in the cage because he cannot roam freely. His bright stripes, the poet describes, are visible. He is walking quietly in the zoo and he has pads in his feet, means the way the tigers have their feet. They are known as padded feet. But he is confined to the cage, that's why he is angry also. But his anger is of no use because he is helpless. He cannot do anything to get out of the cage. Paragraph number 2. He should be lurking in shadow. Lurking means hiding. Now here the description is about the tiger that is in the open, in the jungle. He should be lurking in the shadow, means hiding in the shadow, sliding through the long grass and sliding through the long grass near the water hole. Now, near the water hole where plump deers pass. Plump deers pass means plump is which is overweight, a bit we can tell fat, healthy ones. So he should be lurking in the shadows, sliding through the long grass near the water hole where plump deers pass. Now here the poet actually is spitting on the tiger because when the tiger is in the forest it is very free, but here he is hiding behind the long grass because he is ready for the hunting to get hold of the deer, its meal, and it is sitting near the water hole where specially those other animals like deer, which are its prey, come to drink water. So he is waiting for those deer so that he can pound on them and have his meal. But this is about the tiger that is in the jungle. Next paragraph. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Now again, he should be snarling, means growling around houses when the tiger is leaving the forest and getting near the villages at the jungle's edge, means yes, he is out of the jungle, almost reaching those villages which are on the edge of the jungle. Bearing means showing his white fangs. Fangs are teeth. And his claws. Terrorizing the villagers. Now, in the jungle, when the tiger is in the open, obviously people are very much afraid of the tiger. He is terrorizing, means the people are being afraid of him, because tiger is a very furious animal, that we can understand, and because of him everybody is frightened, running here and there. Means when he is in the wild he is very dangerous because he is hunting. and his claws, his fangs, his teeth, when they are shown, the people get terrorized. They start being afraid. They are frightened. So this time, now, next paragraph. Again, these two paragraphs were about the tiger in the jungle. Now these paragraphs again are telling us that we are back to the prison where he is held in the zoo in the cage, but he is locked in a concrete cell. Concrete cells, we can understand the cemented walls that are around him, the iron cage behind which the tiger is lying. Now he is helpless again, but he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Now he is locked behind the concrete cell and he is in his cage again. His strength behind bars. He is a very powerful creature, but behind bars, he is behind bars, so his strength is limited. He cannot do anything. He cannot break those iron bars and jump over those concrete walls. He cannot do that much. So, stalking means moving silently here and there the length of the cage. Again, the poor tiger cannot do anything. So, it is just that the tiger which is in the cage is moving in his cage here and there, ignoring the visitors. Now, there are lots of visitors in the zoo, those who come to see the tiger, but the tiger keeps on ignoring them. Why? Because he does not, he is very much confined to the bars. So he is not disturbed by the humans. He ignores them. He keeps on walking here and there because he knows that he cannot do anything behind the bars. Now the last paragraph that we come through is he heard the last voice at the night. Now the entire day of the tiger, which is confined to the behind the bars, cannot do much. So the day is over. Now it's almost nightfall. So he hears the last voice at the night. It's dark now. Now what he hears, cause the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Now stares means having a fixed look at something, and patrolling means those vehicles like just the policemen do, they move around their vehicles just to watch if there is something illegal going on. Just the way in the zoo also at the end there are patrolling cars, they just move around and take a look that all the animals are now in the cage and there is not any kind of problem. So that is the daily routine that they do. Now he's listening to those voices of the zookeeper, those who are now ready to go home. They are in their car, they are patrolling in their car. Now means they also have to go home, and but the tiger cannot go anywhere. He is in the prison. So he's with his brilliant eyes. The tiger's eyes are brilliant, shining just like a star, and he stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Now he cannot do anything, so he is staring with his eyes and he is staring at the stars at the night. He is looking in the sky because he is not happy at all and he is just watching those stars in the night and just wondering that why he is behind the bars. So this is the end of the poem, The Tiger in the Zoo, that we have completed. We will be doing the next chapter, that will be chapter number 3, the story about flying. There are also two stories, two parts of the chapter number 3. The first one is his first flight, and the second one is Black Aeroplane. The first flight name in this chapter is the name of our text also, the first flight. So we will be doing that maybe tomorrow, but here we come to the end of the poem. Read the poem If you have any doubt, you can just message. Thank you very much.